Absolutely. Just not giving up at all. Look at him swinging hard. And DJ takes him down once more. Steps over. Got to step over completely.
3.5 minutes now to go. But Borg has been closing the distance, choosing to wrestle and grapple as opposed to trying to strike. Certainly hasn't had much success on the feet while they've been there. 136-13 now in terms of the total strikes for Demetrius Johnson.
That's insane. I mean, that number's crazy.
Right? Like, we've got to be approaching some sort of record for least amount of strikes.
Look at this. Full mount.
Over 5 rounds.
And he's got the neck. Ray Borg he's straining to get up instead of using technique.
Yep.
And that's how you get caught. When you just explode and use all your muscles and your strength to try to get up. Look at that scramble, though. You gotta love this kid. You gotta love Ray Borg.
Yep.
You really do. I mean, because outclassed, outmatched, and not an ounce of give up in him.
No quit in him.
And certainly from a conditioning standpoint, he's been rendered defensive for most of this fight, but he put himself in position to go 5 hard with DJ.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken ruthless shots to the body. He's been beaten up. He's taken over 100 shots in this fight, and yet he's still in tremendous shape here in the 5th and final round against the best ever.
And if DJ can't get him out of there, you wonder what it's going to take to finish a guy like Ray Borg. Just over 2 minutes now to go.
Yeah, in many ways, if he can get through this next 2 minutes, it'll be a moral victory for him.
How many guys would just lay there? Oh,
whoa! Right into an armbar! Phenomenal!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God!
No! Oh my God!
Look at Ray Borg! Ray Borg is a savage.
Unbelievable. Borg refusing. Oh, there it is! Demetrius Johnson!
Who's better? Who's better? Who's better? Who's better in this fight? And yet still he does this. Look, he throws him through the air, catches the arm while he's on his way down, and traps the armbar.
At this point, you're just messing around. At this point, you're just showing off. Hey, Joe, at this point, you're just showing off. It looked like he was going to suplex him, right? Looked like he was going to suplex him. Slammed him back to the mat with a mat return right into an armbar. And look at Ray Borg. He doesn't want to quit. He's just stuck.
Ray Borg's an animal. I mean, all praise to Ray Borg, because really, but look at that. I mean, in the air, transitions to an armbar. Who does that?
Show off.
All right, well, we're going to take one more look at it, DC, in real time, and you can see just how quickly DJ made the proper transitions to eventually force the tap from Borg.
I may get to do this to John Anik. That's fine.
Here it is in real time.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Anik. DJ just did it in a championship fight at the highest level of mixed martial arts. Unbelievable. I mean, most guys aren't even willing to try anything like that, John.
And he's going to keep doing this.
Why not? Punch from the bottom by Anderson Silva. 11-fight win streak could very well be coming to an end. A record-setting win streak. Watch out! Triangle! This is trouble! This is trouble! Can he choke out Chael Sonnen? Can Anderson Silva
big trouble. Chael's got his legs. He's got his legs across. That's what's. He's down.
It is all over! It is all over!
He slips it over, slaps on the triangle, pulls it tight, locks it in. Now Chael Sonnen did what you're supposed to do. He stepped over with his legs. This is the way to counter the position. He stepped over.
There's the right hand.
That's a tap.
It is all over! Unbelievable! Watch the right hand of Chael Sonnen. Anderson, the Spider Silva, remains the UFC middleweight champion!
Legs and the footwork of Travis,
who really said he'd love to make a statement tonight as he looks at big knees. Nice clinch by Brown. Trying to haul Griggs down, but he can't.
Good defense by Griggs there. Wow.
Picks him up, throws him down.
That's some power right there. He just threw him in there.
Half guard. Travis Brown overpowering Chad Griggs in that exchange.
And it was also an excellent example of using his size, because he's so much taller than Griggs. Really got him up in the air very nicely, slammed him to the ground.
First fight in 7 months for Brown, coming off his decision victory over Rob Broughton. Second fight under the tutelage of Greg Jackson.
That was 135. Was that in Denver?
Yep.
That was a fight that he had a bit of problem with his endurance, but
yes,
that was at altitude. And full mount. Yep. Very nicely done by Hapa.
And he said tonight, Joe, he wants to make a statement, and so far he has done so. He would love to get a highlight reel finish. Got those legs pinned together. Big shots.
He's pounding on Griggs here from the mount position.
One big Hawaiian on top of Chad Griggs.
That is an arm triangle just waiting to happen right there with that left arm of Griggs. Griggs has got to lift that arm up and over. I don't know what he's doing.
Trying to lock it in. Trying to choke him out.
Oh, this is over.
He gets to the side. Nicely done.
He's going to go night-night if he doesn't tap. Wow, Griggs is tough, man. He is
from
tough
the bottom.
as nails. What he's got to do, though, is
it's all over.
It's over.
There's the tap. Look at the replay. Big knee.
1 and then 2. Very nice. That's Jose Aldo-like, isn't it?
At 6'7", 255.
Yeah, look at this. See this arm triangle? This is just inexperience by Griggs. The moment he felt that left arm on his neck, he should have lifted his arm up and over his head and got it out of that position. He just didn't know the position well enough. And now here, more inexperience on his side. He's trying to punch his way out of it instead of trying to utilize the proper defense. But Travis Brown did an excellent job, got that submission. He's flailing there to tap.
Verdum is in black, Walt Harris is in the gray. DC, I know you've dealt with a lot of last-minute replacements and weird circumstances in your own career, but Walt Harris was supposed to fight a striker tonight, and he is now fighting maybe the greatest Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu heavyweight of all time.
Who's also an excellent striker.
Yeah, he's well-rounded. Oh, but then look at him, he attacks a single. But we haven't seen that much from Verdum in terms of his wrestling. The fight with Overeem last time was all striking.
This is not good
good for Walt Harris. Early, especially when they're not wet.
Yes.
There's no slipping. This is where Verdum wants to be right away early in this fight.
And Verdum's not tired. No one's, beautiful
right
mount.
to the mount.
Look how he's great finding the legs. Tremendous pressure from Fabricio Verdum. Walt Harris is in a lot of trouble here. But look at this.
He gives his back.
Scrambles.
And Verdum's one of the only heavyweights that can ride you like that.
Look, there's the tap.
You see Verdum attack the single leg. Walt Harris tried to keep the leg outside. But watch, as soon as that leg comes inside, there it is. It's stuck in the middle. Now you don't have that post. You don't have that lever to balance on. And right here, Verdum allows Harris a little bit of space. Don't think Walt pushed him off. He allowed him a little bit of space to take his back. Walt Harris thinks, back choke. Verdum, I'm working, bud. Well, I'm working. Walt Harris thinks rear naked choke. Verdum goes armbar. Match over in the first minute. Look, man, there are levels to this game, right? There are levels to the game.
He's in this fight.
Yeah, I didn't see him breaking.
Not at all.
I saw some awesome grappling exchanges.
Definitely.
Look at Chiesa moving forward, though. Excellent punches by Chiesa.
The kicks are going to be an issue if Condit can throw him. But he's not getting the opportunity because Chiesa's just on him in the grappling.
Yeah, and Chiesa's so odd with his, look at that, man. But the way he grabs a hold, like an octopus.
Well, the other thing is Condit's corner was saying to punt, and I'm guessing that means that teep kick up the middle to keep space. However, that's a perfect segue for a takedown, and that's what happened there.
Chiesa's going to lock up a Kimura here, folks. This is not good. This is not good. This is very bad.
That's in. That's it. Oh,
this is very, very bad
on the shoulder.
Well, it doesn't happen anymore.
There's a tap. Michael Chiesa.
So there was the front kick. Here's the clinch. Gets him down easily to the ground. Now, look at this. When he ties up this Kimura and he spins it around behind his back, man, this is nasty right here. This is tremendous pressure on the shoulder. But look, he extends it behind him and uses his left lat to push down and put all that pressure on the shoulder.
Yeah, see how he holds the hip? He's pushing the hip back so he can't correct himself with his hip position.
That is nasty. Holland, who's the Black Zillion striking coach,
able to block that overhand right there.
and you see that, that Dutch style that all of those fighters from that Black Zillion camp are implementing.
Schaub trying to use movement. Mitrione trying to cut him off. Schaub pushes forward with a big combination.
Combination by Schaub.
Mitrione able to cover
those shots. And there's the takedown attempt. He's got his hands clasped together. Boom! And he's got him down. Nicely done by Brendan Schaub.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt under Amal Leaston. Mitrione was very vocal, saying, you want to fight on the ground, I'm good here. But we will find out now that Schaub has top position.
Trapping the head and arm. Trying to pass the guard here. Mitrione able to get out to the feet, though, but Brennan getting a hold of the neck. Looking for a choke here. He's got it.
Finish it. Can he lock it in?
That is tight.
He says he's okay.
He's not okay. He's going out. He's got a deep dart here, Mike. Deep. He's out.
Hitters all over.
Outstanding. Let's take a look at it here. Brennan in half guard after the swarm of punches and the big takedown. Look, he slides that arm under for the darce, goes under the chin, gets it on his forearm, and as Mitrione tries to take him down, Brendan locks it in tight. And then he kicks back his legs, puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the neck, sprawls out, did it absolutely beautifully. And he's out cold. Beautiful job by Brendan Schaub.
Very low stance for Paul Sass as he tried to come over the top with the right hand.
Volkman ties up with him. Sass has a deep overhook on the right arm. He pulls guard. Volkman has a guillotine choke here.
Volkman would love to get a finish. He's been working his submission game very intensely.
He has a one-arm guillotine controlling the chin of Paul Sass, but as he's doing so, Sass is trying to move up and advance his legs. He gets the right knee in between him and Volkman, and he's created space. You see as he lifted his head up, he created space with that one-arm guillotine, so he should be out of danger, and he is. Now Sass has a very strong overhook, and you see as he wraps up the right arm and pulls down with his legs, changes it to an omoplata shoulder lock, and good job transitioning out of that by Jacob Volkman.
Doesn't surprise me at all that Sass is happy to fight on his back against Jacob Volkman.
And it doesn't surprise me at all that Volkman's willing to engage him.
Yep.
Volkman very technical, both as a wrestler and as a submission fighter. And, for the longest time, he didn't cut any weight and was very successful competing against much larger guys because of his technical skill. Now, as you see here, Volkman's got to be careful of that left arm. When he wraps his arms around and pins his arms down like that, he puts himself in jeopardy with the long legs of Paul Sass when Sass throws up triangles and arm bars, and he's going to attack that shoulder again.
There it is.
And there's the triangle. Locked up.
Can he finish it right here? It is all over.
Note the right arm. See, that arm is on the mat. And when that arm is on the mat, he's in trouble. He traps it with his leg rather, slaps that triangle on, and then attacks that arm with an arm bar and a triangle at the same time. Volkman was in deep, deep trouble, knew he had to tap. And it all started out with that overlook where Volkman had that left arm trapped to the mat. With a guy like Paul Sass, you have to keep your hands on his chest at all times. You can never let a hand go to the mat and let him wrap a leg around it. Brilliant, brilliant job. And as he's holding him in position, he's beating him up here. That cut is pretty nasty. He's slicing across with his elbows now. Let's see if he passes his guard, slides that right leg through. He's popping it up.
Oh, he's cranking.
He's trying to slide it through, full mount. Oh, Till tried to roll him to no avail. Tyron's still on top.
This is good bottom defense by Darren Till to survive this. And then when Tyron went mount, he went hip escape, deep half guard. Right here, he's just trying to protect his head, not to take anything clean.
Trying to tuck under, but he's still getting hit by elbows.
T-Wood's doing a good job of posting off the head here and dropping the elbows. Yep, post elbow. Let it slide off the head and try to cut Darren Till more than he's cut right now.
And he's got a little bit of space now to put some power to these.
Woodley trying to control that left wrist, left arm of Darren Till. Under 2 minutes to go.
Another hard one.
Darren Till's got to get off of his side if he's to escape this, though. He's got to get up on this elbow. But Tyron's doing a good job of planting it down.
And he is just smashing them with these elbows. He's taken so many shots to the head in this round.
Well, he is as tough a customer as there is on this roster. Hell of a chin on Darren Till. Of course, he's never lost in MMA, but getting all he can handle here early in this fight from the incumbent Tyron Woodley.
But that's what you expect, right? You're fighting one of the best welterweights to ever do it. You got to expect some danger and some trouble at some point in the fight. Now it's going to be up to Tyron to either get him out of there or start to put a little bit more back in the reserve. You got to be careful here. Still got 3 rounds to fight.
And for Till, a minute to go in this round, he's got to figure out a way to either get back up to his feet or to protect. Oh, look out. He's looking for a darts. Looking for a darts. Tyron looking for a submission here.
He does have a darts choke on his resume. Darren Till not the tap and tight.
They got a tap.
Tyron Woodley remains the welterweight champ. The path to welterweight gold still goes through Missouri.
T-Wood.
Wow.
T-Wood. Right here, pull back right hand. Pull back right hand.
Boom.
He's been looking for it the whole
right
time.
In the jaw, dropped him, swarmed on him. I mean, props to Till for surviving that barrage because he got beat up and took some ferocious shots. But ultimately, Tyron Woodley figured out a way to finish him. And he figured out a way where Darren Till was trying to protect himself with that underhook, which led to the darts. See, he's got that underhook on that right side, on Till's right side, and Tyron slid that arm through, cinched it up on his bicep, and just flattened it out. And that is a nasty darts choke there, ladies and gentlemen. Look how tight that is. I mean, he is squeezing him in there.